So substance which gives oxygen or removes hydrogen from another substance during a chemical reaction is called oxidizing agent. And here already you know which is oxidized. Anybody? Which is oxidized here in this compound? Mein?
Sir, H2
H2 is oxidized and CuO is
reduced.
reduced. That's why it is gets reduced itself in this process. वो देकर ये reduce हो जाएगा. That's the meaning. So since it is this compound is giving oxygen to it and forms H2O, that's why it is called oxidizing agent. Exam में they'll give the equation. They'll tell to find which is reducing agent, which is oxidized, which is reduced. Those are different. This is different, right? Oxidized, reduced are different. Agents are different.
Sir,
Tell me.
how do you find the oxidizing agent again?
देखो substance which gives oxygen. देखो CuO किसके पास oxygen is there? CuO is there, right? Oxygen.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you see the products H2O, who is taking hydrogen is taking, right? So who is giving now? CuO is giving oxygen to the hydrogen, right? That's why
Yeah.
it becomes CuO. So the substance which gives oxygen, that is called as oxidizing agent. Because this compound is giving oxygen to hydrogen, right? So that's why this is called oxidizing agent. Finished? Okay. Now इसका opposite वाला will be reducing agent. Reducing agent means उल्टा है. So what is the definition? Tell me. A substance which
Removes oxygen and gives hydrogen.
hydrogen is called as reducing agent, which gives hydrogen or removes oxygen from another substance during a chemical reaction. And it gets oxidized itself in this process. An example, CuO is plus same example I'm taking. Here, which one is reducing agent? Like, dekho, H2 is called reducing agent. Why? A substance which gives hydrogen or removes oxygen. Dekho, indirectly what is happening? This hydrogen is removing oxygen from the CuO, right? When I combine, that's why it is called reducing agent. So people को oxidize reduce वाला easy है, but when they ask exam में agent they will ask, that time उल्टा करेगा, problem हो जाएगा. That's why एक shortcut is there. एक shortcut is there. Simply आपको ये remember करने का, ये सब कुछ देखने की जरूरत नहीं है. आपको जो oxidized होगा, that is the reducing agent. जो reduced होगा, that is called oxidizing agent. उल्टा है. Okay. So oxidize होगा, that is called reducing agent. जो reduced होगा, oxidizing agent. So first identify, whenever they say agents, first identify which is oxidized, which is reduced. उसका उल्टा will be the agents. This is a shortcut you remember. ये किया तो आपको हमेशा ही फुल मार्क्स आएगा इसमें. So Janavi, tell me which is getting oxidized, which is gaining oxygen. H2 is, if you see, observe, H2 is becoming H2O. It is gaining oxygen. That's why it is called oxidized, right?
Yeah.
Hence, it is a reducing agent.
Yeah.
Because जो oxidize होगा वो reducing agent है. Now, which is, देखो CuO is losing oxygen. That's why it is reduced. Since it's reduced, it is called as oxidizing agent. तो जो reduce होगा वो oxidizing agent है. जो oxidize होगा reducing agent. चलो हो गया, फिनिश्ड। Next topic is corrosion. Corrosion. What is corrosion means?
Rusting of metal. I mean iron.
Only iron will corrode. दूसरा will not.
Tarnishing of copper and silver.
Okay, copper and silver only. That is called corrosion. Huh?
So
Or
copper.
iron.
Metals being gradually destroyed by chemical reactions.
That is the definition of corrosion. देखो, it is a slow eating up of metals by the action of air and moisture. आपको two conditions are required. Air also should be there. Moisture also should be there compulsory. If one of them is absent, the corrode will not happen. Okay, slow eating up of metals when exposed to air and moisture. That is called as corrosion. Now different metals का corrosion का बोलो. Silver, tell me, after corrosion, which color it change?
Black.
Black color. And formula? Anybody? Formula?
Sir, isn't it like Ag plus O2 plus H2O?
No. फार्मूला आएगा. सिल्वर मतलब आयरन का रस्ट हुआ तो कैसा आएगा, ऐसा सिल्वर का करोशन हुआ तो ब्लैक कलर बढ़ेगा. उसका फार्मूला विल बी Ag2S. ओके. सिमिलरली कॉपर का, दिस इज अ ब्लैक कलर इट चेंज, राइट? कॉपर का टेल में विच कलर इट बिकम्स?
So green.
Green. You know, chore time mein when we go for outside, may they'll put rings right outside. Rings will be there, copper rings will be there. When we used to wear अच्छा है बोल के 4-5 दिन के बाद देखे तो पूरा ग्रीन होता जाएगा. अरे क्या हो गया बोल के समझ में नहीं आया. बट आफ्टर 10th के बाद they understood that okay, ये करोड़ हो रहा है बोल के you'll understand. Okay, so copper green color फार्मूला बोलो. चलो देखते हैं.
Cu plus O2 plus H2O.
नहीं वो रिएक्शन नहीं. फाइनल क्या होगा? Tell me. I'll give one chocolate. Anybody बोले तो. Without copying, without doing anything, नेट में बोलो.
CuO.
Hmm?
CuO.
No.
Sir, CuOH taken twice.
No.
Sir, is it CuOH taken twice, like
CuCO.
dot, like COCO3?
नहीं पूरा बोलो. ये
CuOH
चीटिंग कर
taken
रहे हैं. ये तो लगा रहे समथिंग कर रहे हैं लोग. मैं तो समथिंग डॉट वाले कौन स्कूल में बोला क्या? ओके. सो CuCO3 डॉट CuOH टेकन ट्वाइस. ओके, बड़ा फॉर्मूला है, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. आई विल गिव द थिंग. एंड लास्ट वन रस्ट का फॉर्मूला मतलब आयरन करोडेड. टेल मी.
Fe turned into Fe2SO4.
वो रिएक्शन करके फाइनली बनेगा ना, दैट वन वी वांट. वो
Dot
मिक्सिंग
H2O.
क्या नहीं.
Fe3O2 dot XH2.
Fe3O2 dot H, no.
So sorry, ulta. Fe2O3 dot XH2.
Yes. देखो चलो. Silver article get corroded, which is black color, Ag2S still forms, and copper green coating, CuCO3 dot CuOH taken twice. मतलब copper will react with carbon dioxide, water, oxygen, मिलके it forms like this. Okay, no one will ask the reactant, but they'll ask directly what will happen. ये वाला important है. And iron reddish brown हो जाएगा. And Fe2O3 dot XH2O. Why XH2O? X is what?
There is a molecules of water trapped.
It can be area to area, it will change. एक इसमें ज्यादा रहेगा, मणिकोंडा में ज्यादा रहेगा, अदर एरिया में कम रहेगा. So it can be 10H2O, 20H2O. That's why XH2O लगाया. Okay, so ये फार्मूला आपको इंपॉर्टेंट है. आई लास्ट क्विज में पूछने वाला, जल्दी लिखो, टाइम हो रहा है. Finished? Okay. So corrosion के लिए this is a problem happening in every metals में. Okay, to avoid corrosion, what we have to do?
Coating with paint.
Some processes are there, right? That we have to do. So देखो corrode होने के बाद कॉपर देखो ग्रीन कलर हो गया, आयरन रस्ट हो गया पूरा कलर देखो रेडिश ब्राउन, एंड ब्लैक कोटिंग सिल्वर पूरा ब्लैक हो जाएगा. एंड बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है आयरन का. देखो बड़ा बड़ा पाइप्स वाला so much costly, my equipments will be lost because of corroded. So to avoid that, we have some methods are there: painting, oil and grease, alloying, galvanizing. These are the methods say we can avoid corrosion. तो टाइम लगा. दैट्स व्हाई हमारा विंडोज में अगर ग्रिल्स है तो यू ऑब्जर्व देयर इज अ ब्लैक कोटिंग विल बी देयर पेंटेड so that the corrosion will not happen. And alloying, right? Alloying means mixing, right? We are mixing some metal to metal ऐसे mix कर रहा है. Alloying will be coming in metals and non-metals में करने वाला है.
So we can also do electroplating, right?
Electroplating also. Many methods are there. Correct. Electroplating. Okay. Tell me what is galvanizing? सबसे important वाला थोड़ा ये वाला.
Zinc coating.
क्या?
Putting a zinc coating on top.
मतलब कैसा? How will put zinc coating? We'll
You
take
completely
paint brush.
cover the iron with zinc so that when like moisture comes in contact with the zinc, it turns into zinc oxide and it prevents iron from getting rusted. Like
Yes.
zinc
Actually क्या
oxide.
होगा we saw actually naturally we saw actually क्या है इतना बड़ा रहेगा एक स्विमिंग पूल ऐसा जिंक बहुत गर्म से रहेगा पूरा. With the help of cranes they will put all the equipment. Suppose they want to put vessels and everything zinc कुछ लगाने का pipes, they will put the help of the cranes and with the help of buttons से they will dip inside for some time the zinc bath में. Suppose if we jump कलश गया पूरा जिंक के साथ मर भी जाएगा इतना गर्म है. Okay. So generally metals say they will put in the dipping there and after that they will remove. पूरा like galvanizing हो जाएगा. मतलब zinc coating will be there across the iron or steel. So उसमें zinc is more reactive and iron is more reactive in reactivity series में. Kanaka, Mangal, zinc, Feb, FePb. Which is more
zinc. The zinc.
zinc is more active. That's why oxygen जब आएगा so zinc will be coating वो निकल जाएगा. वो मरने के बाद only iron को rust हो जाएगा. That's why it's called sacrificial. Zinc is nothing but sacrificial. Sacrifice करेगा. उसका life sacrifice करके then only iron के साथ oxygen can contact. Okay. So that is a galvanizing. देखो galvanizing में. In galvanization, a sacrificial coating of zinc is applied to iron and steel. Since zinc is more reactive than iron, zinc coating reacts with the surroundings, leaving the iron untouched. That's why वो help करेगा iron को rust नहीं होने के लिए. It prevents steel and iron from rusting. Then, yeah. Next, rancidity. Last topic, rancidity. Rancidity मालूम है ना? Rancid means
Spoiling of food.
so घर में today onwards you should say नहीं spoil हो गए तो mama is become rancid means oh my daughter is studying so good, she's talking technical words बोल के they will tell. Okay, rancidity means suppose when fats and oils when exposed to air and moisture में उसका खराब हो जाएगा, it gets bad smell and taste change हो जाएगा. That is the rancidity. Okay, example chips का they will give example. Chips का we'll think that so many chips are there बोल के लगेगा, but inside में पूरा gas only, right? Which gas it is inside? Nitrogen gas. Okay, why? Because oxygen should not contact with that substance, otherwise it becomes rancid, खराब हो जाएगा. Okay, that's why if कितना दिन में होने दो वो पैकेट में चिप्स अच्छा रहेगा, but if you open and keep evening तक खराब हो जाएगा, smell आ रहा है फेंक देंगे बोल के फेंक देगा. That is called rancidity. And इसका prevention क्या है? What to do? Prevention means
Like avoiding contact of air, so like airtight containers.
So like refrigerating.
yes, refrigerators में रखेंगे and airtight
Using
containers में रखने वाले.
nitrogen, which is non-reactive.
ओके, इवन हम लोग मैंगो पिकल्स बनाते हैं ना, मैंगो पिकल्स करने समय सपोज सम मैंगो पिकल्स विल बी जल्दी खराब हो जाएगा, सम मैंगो पिकल्स सम सो मेनी इयर्स रहेगा, मतलब इयर्स बोलते सम मंथ्स में रहेगा. व्हाई, व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन उनका इनका?
Sir, maybe they would contain antioxidant.
Why, what ingredients we are adding? We suppose
Sir,
we
they
same
contain
chutney,
preservatives.
same chutney we are giving to A and B. A का जल्दी खराब हो गया, B का है. What is the problem with them?
So refrigerated?
Mango chutney you will keep refrigerator में daily.
Sir, one is in an
There are different
airtight
amounts
container
of like
and one is
contact
not
with
in.
air.
अरे चटनी निकालने समय एयर में कांटेक्ट होगा या हो गया, विदाउट कोई एयर नहीं है बोल के इससे से निकाल के खाएगा. Anybody?
Sir,
क्यों
one is
खराब नहीं
stored in
होगा?
an airtight container and one is not stored in an airtight container.
ऐसा कुछ नहीं, एयरटाइट कंटेनर कुछ नहीं.
Sir, it contains preservatives.
What preservatives?
So like vinegar?
Huh?
Vinegar.
You are preparing daily, huh? Something.
The first mango is already spoiled.
अच्छे, ये लॉजिक में जा रहे हैं, साइंटिफिक में जा रहे हैं. ऐसा नहीं है. जनरली क्या है, वो पिकल्स में ऊपर जनरली इधर तक पिकल है तो दे विल पुट ऑयल, मोर ऑयल विल बी देयर इन द टॉप में. इफ देयर इज मोर ऑयल वो रैंसिड नहीं होगा, खराब नहीं होगा. ऑयल ऑक्सीजन कैन नॉट एंटर इनटू द ऑयल एंड स्पॉइल दैट वन. ओके, बट दूसरा चटनी में क्या हो रहा है, वो तो पूरा ऑयल ज्यादा है बोल के निकाल के फेंक दिया रहा है, तो वो जल्दी खराब हो जाएगा. ऑक्सीजन विल कांटेक्ट विद दिस एंड बिकम रैंसिड. ओके, सो लिखो, the oxidation of fats and oils when exposed to air is called rancidity, and it leads to smell and bad taste of food. Examples we'll see. देखो, fresh oil, rancid oil, खराब वाला oil ऐसा हो जाएगा. And chips manufacturers usually flush bags of chip with a gas such as nitrogen to prevent the chips from getting oxidized. Finish, huh? ओके, सो नाउ इसका प्रिवेंशंस भी देखेंगे, क्या क्या है वो. Methods to prevent acidity by adding antioxidants, keep food in airtight containers, replacing air by nitrogen, and refrigeration. Done na? Chalo, by this your chapter done successfully. Okay, first chapter of the chemistry done. Okay, chalo. Now we'll start with the things. You want to see 1 minute? See, I'm starting.